Rick, can you tell us a little about the design of your logos, your color palette, and web design, like how you developed all the different brands and logos I've seen, and all the different fun and excellent graphics.
Sure, sure, and thanks for that acknowledgement. So my background is actually marketing and branding. I was a marketing VP for years in the software and hotel industry, and it's always been my little passion to kind of be creative and do my own stuff. So I actually got trained in graphic design, and I monkey around with it. And most of my design comes from a space of very simple. I want things very simple and clean. And I do a lot of shapes. It's really just a play on either shapes of letters or simple, circles or triangles. And then suddenly I just craft these logos out of that. Now, other things I think about who the audience is. So for instance, the Coming Out Lounge that's getting ready to launch at the end of the month, I want it to be a real hip retro vibe. So I actually picked a picture that I found online from one of our graphic, houses that you can download stuff and buy stuff from that really fits that image. But I always come from this simplistic, hip, kind of chic, but simple space when I look at designs and the colors and all that sort of stuff, because that's how I approach my work too. Let's get down to the simplicity. Let's get down to the core, because what we're working on can be really simple.
Right. Excellent. Okay, and let's see. Can you tell us a little about your website and the development and any special platforms or plugins
Sure.
or any of that kind of stuff?
Absolutely. So again, going back to my marketing background, and my last job, true career job, working for someone else, was actually developing a online reservation system for the campground, RV park, and recreation industry. And so that's when I really got involved with helping guide the standards and the guidelines for developing websites. And in that, I started dabbling around with web design and started using the platform and content management system of Joomla, which, for those of you that are WordPress people, similar stuff. WordPress is kind of the de facto standard now. Joomla is very similar. You use templates. You have lots of content management tools built into the Joomla platform. And so that was kind of the precursor to WordPress, and then suddenly WordPress stepped into the world, and now everybody's like WordPress fanatics, which I would love to be. I just haven't got the bandwidth right now to go learn it. But it makes it simple. It makes it easy, just like WordPress. You can put stuff up. You can schedule stuff to go up at certain times. Anybody who is even a little bit technology savvy can actually learn to create their own Joomla website. So the one that I'm currently at, which is rickclemons.com, that's my current website that I use predominantly, is probably about the 20th website I've developed using Joomla tools. Not only for myself, but for clients as well. And I just find it really simple and easy to use, just like WordPress.
Right. I would recommend that you look into Concrete 5
Hmm.
because that's one of my new favorite content management systems. And I think
Cool.
you would like it because it's very WYSIWYG.
Yep, yep, yep.
The differences between the other content management systems are you're working behind the scenes,
All
and
right.
then when you want to see a page, you have to see a preview. In
Mm-hmm.
Concrete 5, you're literally working on top of the design.
Oh, very cool.
So you can see what you're doing immediately
Right.
before you
Yeah,
even
yeah.
publish it.
That's very cool. Yeah, because
So
I think
it's
that's something that you're missing both in WordPress and Joomla and in Drupal and all that stuff. So now I'm starting to sound like a real tech geek, but
me
I think
too.
that's the way we are when we talk, we get in there, because I think we all, those of us that play in this world, which is really interesting that I've been talking about being a coming out coach and all this, and now I'm talking all this tech stuff. But I think when you get into that technology world of WordPress and stuff, you kind of got to know what else is going on around you so you can really, take advantage of what's out there. There's
Right,
so much out there for, any small business owner to really tap into and really use the technology that's available.
right, definitely. Okay, great.